So I'm going to open up with pretty much a gimme. Blade.
Oh, okay.
Half vampire, half human, daywalker. It's pretty much his entire power base.
Yeah.
The fact that he's a vampire who can walk around in daylight.
Yeah. Which is pretty much like exactly what we're looking for in this one.
Basically, yeah, it's something where like the best of both worlds sort of thing, or like anything where being a half-breed is interesting for them. Because the other one that I came up with while I was sat here earlier on, Spock from Star Trek. People always forget he's half human.
Oh.
People always forget he's half human. So he's got the cold logic of sort of his Vulcan upbringing, but every so often he's got these sort of big emotional outbursts.
Oh, I did not even know that he was
Spock is half human. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do one that you're going to really like.
Go on.
Owlbears.
Owlbears, yes. Are they half breeds?
Oh.
I mean, I'm not going to argue it because don't worry, I love you for suggesting it in the first place.
I know it's in the name.
I don't even. Nobody knows if they're bred though. They're just
there.
They're just mashed together. This hideous fusion of like the worst land predators. Fusion.
What about Trunks from Dragon Ball Z? He is half human and half Super Saiyan.
Exactly right.
Dante, Devil May Cry, whichever you choose.
Now,
Dante or New Dante.
There was another one from Dave earlier on. What was that?
The Nephilim.
Yeah, Nephilim from Diablo.
Nephilim from Diablo.
Yeah.
So what's Dante half?
Half demon?
Original Dante, half human, half demon.
Half human, half demon.
New Dante, whiny Dante, half demon, half angel.
Okay.
Following on from this week's post, there's also Paige from Charmed. Half witch, half white lighter.
See, you were saying that there weren't going to be many examples here because I've got a couple more that I'm sat on at the moment.
I think, as I say, like we said this before we started recording, like when you first...
Yeah.
When you look at half-breeds and you're like... because they normally look down on it like with disgust.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Which, like in Harry Potter with the Mudbloods.
Yeah.
But there is that famous Harry Potter example of Hagrid.
I was going to say Hagrid as well. Now, Hagrid, I think, is probably a bigger example than like most of these, and I don't mean bigger. I totally mean bigger. Because it's a major plot point for him as well. It's one they kind of gloss over in the films a lot. Because do they even go after Grob?
No, I don't think they did in the films.
What?
They didn't go after Grob.
They don't mention his half brother.
No.
He's in the films because he's tied up to a tree at one point.
That is true.
Yeah, because Harry sees him when he goes to see the dragons.
Oh yeah.
Because he's in the woods,
And
but they don't go after him.
Then, of course, there's the whole thing with Madame Maxine. Thank you. Yeah, where she's just in total denial about her sort of half-breed upbringing.
She's a head of school.
She's a lady.
And you can't. She would be looked down upon, much like Hagrid is, for being a half-breed.
No, they're not. You can't look down on her.
Unless you're a dragon,
If you have enough books to stand on, I'm sure
If you have enough books to get a ladder, we have to look down on you. Got another sci-fi example. This one's a little bit more obscure. I think this is one that we may want to put into... I don't even know that it's honourables, necessarily. Hera Agathon from Battlestar Galactica. Major plot routes run through the existence of a half Cylon, half human existing.
Right.
Because the president goes out of her way to hide her. The Cylons all want to get hold of her bloodline to see what makes her exist at all. And she's like pivotal in this whole thing that actually Cylons and humans were never actually supposed to be apart, and that they were kind of the same thing on Earth. Or what was Earth.
Wow.
So she's kind of a huge deal, despite the fact that she ends the series and she's still a toddler.
I had a thought of one, but I can't for the...
You've forgotten it, haven't you?
I thought of one
this is a nice turnaround.
That's, of course, one of the original sort of half-breeds, and that's Hercules.
Ooh,
wow.
Yes.
Half human.
Yeah.
Warsaw, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't have a Warcraft.
I mean, if we overlook the Disney one,
See,
that
I was going
pretends
into
it's
Warcraft.
not,
What's the name?
Which one? I was thinking of
Walker,
Rexar.
what? Rexar is half ogre, half orc.
Rexar then, because Rexar is probably the most recognisable from the Warhammer
Oh,
franchise.
I
Translated
remember.
over the years with
Yeah.
dogs and things as well.
Then there's Garona, which is half Draenei, half
Grona,
orc.
that's the one I'm thinking of. But I think Rexar is the most franchise recognisable of the two there.
Yeah, because he's also on Hearthstone.
Garona was in the game. She was in number 2?
And she's already in World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Okay. But we'll go with Rexar there because, yeah, he's known. And his giant bear Misha.
What have we got now then? So we're up to.
We've got
10, I
8
think?
in the list.
8 in the list.
We've got 1 in a maybe, which is your Hera Agathon.
There is Naruto.
Is he himself?
I was going to say, is he a
He
half-breed?
is half-breed.
I know that he's got the spirit of a demon trapped inside him, but is he half demon?
Yeah, he's half the demon fox, isn't he?
I was going to say he was born and then they sealed the demon inside.
That's it.
He wasn't.
But that still
Sense,
does make
really.
him half human, half demon, even if it wasn't in a
Oh.
way.
Judges ruling here. Are we sort of
It could be
counting?
an honourable mention.
I would say that's an honourable mention because
Maybe,
that's it's a good idea
It's,
with
it's
it.
a graft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's an honourable mention for sure.
My Naruto knowledge is not perfect, but the further the series advances, the more he gets like things from the
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They do sort of fuse and start cooperating.
fusion.
Fusion. What else?
We're at 8 plus 1 honourable plus 1 maybe. And we only put it as maybe only because you
Yeah.
yourself are maybe.
I don't know.
There's
I kind of want to push it to the list, to be honest.
there's
Because the more I think about it.
There's one from anime. It's similar to the Dante one. It's the protagonist from Blue Exorcist.
yes.
It's half human, half demon. Only his dad is fucking Satan.
Wow. What, literal Satan? Or?
Literal Satan.
Oh,
Literal
okay.
Satan.
Literal Satan's pretty good. But
Yeah, the whole shtick of the show is that
Yeah.
he
There's also,
inherits like dads.
There's Alucard
Blue
from
Flame.
Castlevania, who is
Yes, half vampire. Yes.
half vampire,
Absolutely.
half mortal.
Are we going to go with 2 half vampires?
are we going to do a versus?
Good
We
one.
could.
That's just such a cop out, guys.
It is.
It is.
You're doing it
It
far
is.
too
Yeah,
much.
you're pretty much doing
Yeah.
I was going to say our verses are getting a bit
It's honest,
gimmicky.
Yeah.
And I
Alucard would win
was
that
going to
one.
what, Alucard against Blade?
Yes, I think most people would vote for Alucard.
No.
No.
Blade by
Absolute
a long way.
whitewash.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes.
Alucard,
way
like
too
everyone
big.
loves Alucard, great, but compared to Blade, which is one of the biggest film franchises from that era,
I was going to say, yeah.
it was massive, matey. It was.
It's.
It far.
Disagree, but I would love to see the voting to see
I'd love to see them
myself
fight each
proven
other.
right.
Oh, you know what? But here's what we should do. We should write off to Death Battles and get
Screw-
them
Screw
to
Attack.
Screw Attack,
Yeah.
yeah, and then we'll get them to actually do this.
Dear Screw Attack, we are your biggest fans. Also, can you make these 2 fight?
We'll send the email off tonight.
I was going to say if we get a no from them, dear epic rap battles of history.
Vampires are a really easy one to tap into.
I was going to say
Vampires
vampires are
are
way
very-
too easy. I mean, you could argue that technically all vampires are half-breeds. The reason why I went with Blade is because he was actually born. He
That's
came
right.
out
That's
Yes,
it. Yeah,
half
yeah.
vampire. Yeah,
Alucard is born a
is
half
born
vampire.
half vampire. See, this is
He
why I'm
has
less certain
he
about
has a human
Naruto.
mother,
Yeah,
and Dracula fell in love with her and had a son. That's,
Yeah.
What's our
You haven't really waited for the second season of that.
what's our thought process on chimeras?
magical grafting mostly.
Yeah.
So
But what if
Sometimes
one was
literal.
done through science or magical science? So,
oh, I know exactly what you're gonna say and put it into honourables because it's got to go in there.
it's disgustingly horrible.
It's horrible. What's her name?
Nina,
Nina.
Oh,
Full Metal
Full Metal
Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
Too soon. Too
Oh,
soon.
It's always too
It's
soon.
always- it's
It will
never going
not
to be.
too
it
soon.
makes me so sad.
It makes everyone
Oh
sad.
my god.
It's
And
horrible.
Brotherhood made it even worse.
But
the feels just.
Oh,
I think it's got.
Eduardo. He's like, no, don't say that.
Oh, why? Oh, why?
No.
That's actually a really good honourable.
Honourables for that, do you think?
Honourable.
Honourable, yeah.
Because it does start off as two different entities that are then actually physically fused together in some capacity.
Yeah.
There is magical element to it.
I mean, dare I suggest it? Is there a top 10 in that in itself?
Here's
Magically
one thing
fused.
I leave
Magically
to the
fused
judges,
creatures.
or at least
Yeah, because then you'd be able to have Naruto in that one.
In Fullmetal Alchemist, the protagonist's dad is not human. Are they?
No, homunculi
No.
aren't.
Homunculi
Homunculi are definitely not. Homunculi are.
Worth asking.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, but-
That's
So
basically it.
they're 75% human.
Well, like they're made. They're completely made. So they were made to be better than humans in the first place.
Yeah.
So like that doesn't count, I think, because
I mean,
they were made.
they were made out of the relevant chemicals, but they missed out the most salient ingredient, which is a miserable pile of secrets.
What is a man?
A miserable pile of secrets. Because how often do you get to make that joke?
They need to put that one in the Netflix show in one way or another.
Yeah, they do.
That needs to go in there.
Cyborg, as in the superhero, as in like Teen Titans one.
Man.
No,
Is he not?
No,
Man.
he's not. No,
He
he's
has
very
a
much
massive
made.
accident and has to be like rebuilt cybernetically.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not really a
Yeah.
half-breed
Okay.
situation.
There is a half-breed
Raven
somewhere in
half-breed?
DC.
Is Raven half-breed?
Raven. Is
I
she?
don't.
Human demon.
Human
Yeah.
demon?
She's a
We've got a
human
lot of
demon,
human
isn't she?
demons.
Yeah.
Well, that just
Yeah,
shows
but
that there's a
it's
problem in
not
geek culture that everything's a demon.
Everything's a demon.
Everything's
Why
a
is
demon.
everything
I
demons?
mean, you
I
can't
mean-
help that.
I mean, it's obvious. Joel's the demon here.
Clearly.
Yeah, we knew that.
Like in my head, I'm just going through to see if I can think of any half dragons or something.
Yeah, we'll try and
Of
go for
that
something
ilk.
that's not just another demon.
Yeah.
As much as I love Raven, and I think she's
I'm
one
trying
of
to
the
think something
coolest
comic
characters.
book based.
I'm trying to think of like a half dragon something. Yeah.
Something anime based, maybe.
I
I feel like
You see, I
there's
wasn't-
a missing one here somewhere.
thought
Another.
maybe
Go ahead. Half
Go
alien,
on.
half human.
We've already got Dragon
Trunks, right?
Trunks,
We've already got it,
yeah.
Wow,
who
this
is
is
exactly the same.
this is the first time I think that we've sort of went back to a franchise again and
again and again.
Yeah,
and again and again.
weird.
You could have Elrond from Lord of the Rings. He's only half elven.
Ooh. Jake in with the save.
Elrond.
I like it. Yeah.
Pivotal character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not Elrond. Elrond's not half, is he?
Do you
Are
happen to
you
be on the
actually
wiki at the
Googling
moment? He's on the wiki at the moment.
Elrond is apparently half elf.
According to this, unless I'm misreading, race half elven.
Wow.
How can he be half elven?
Uh,
Sorry, he's like one of the main elven councils,
He's not blonde.
and he objects to
He's not
his
platinum
daughter
blonde.
being in love with a human, so that doesn't make sense to me.
But maybe that's his own hypocrisy. Maybe that's the point of the
I
character.
don't think it is. I
Ooh.
don't remember it being mentioned anywhere in Lord of the Rings, to be honest.
Weird. Let's see. We need to consult Le Google for this one.
Oh, I've just thought of a half dragon which we could use as a fallback.
Okay.
The offspring of dragon and donkey in Shrek.
Oh, that is perfect.
Well, I'm putting in dragon donkeys.
Dragon donkeys. Drankies? Donkins.
Dronkins. Okay, that's going in brackets. Dronkins.
Donkins.
At very least, even if we do end up proving that Elrond definitely is indeed half elven, I think we should keep Elrond in because of the actual nature of him being that important in Lord of the Rings. You know? However, if that is the case, I'm still putting the Dronkins in the honourable mentions.
Oh, we're going for 3 honourables.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's because they have the half-elven were a whole people of Middle-earth, and he is one of them. It's due to their extremely mixed blood of Edain, which is human, and elven blood. At the end of the first stage, they were given a choice to be elven and immortal, or to be the race of men and accept the gift of men, which is death.
Oh
wow.
So they sort of they had their choice.
At the end of the first stage, he was given the choice. He had a twin brother as well.
Does that then make him full elven afterwards? I guess not, because
Like a prestige class, full elven.
Oh, what, sorry?
His full elven is like a prestige class.
Full elf.
Yeah. You never go full elf.
Okay, so what have we got so far?
So our
Run it
list
down.
is Spock. From
Top
Star
three.
Trek.
Top three.
Ooh.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. When you see the rest of the list as well, it's
Alright.
okay. We got Blade.
Yeah.
We have Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Who is probably like the first major one to do it, and that's that. I know Gohan was around before, but his
Gohan was around before, but for some reason with Trunks it was made more of a big deal.
yeah, it
Also,
was.
we look at it and Bulma. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Asshole and
that's
really
what
nice
it
lady.
is. Yeah, it's because we obviously don't know. He knows who his parents are, and like we all know, but they don't know, and so they make a thing of it, which is quite funny in its own little way. Next, we have Dante from Devil May Cry. Then we got.
I think Elrond can go quite low.
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
That one's a bit of a surprise one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the basis that they have the choice partway through their life to decide whether that half-breed means anything.
In
They
a
can-
way,
Yeah.
he became not half-breed when he made that choice.
when he
Exactly,
made the choice, but
yeah.
obviously his
But
choice
then
then,
half-breed.
like
Yeah.
his life then impacts on his
Very
children. Because
complicated.
it then affects
It-
children,
Yeah.
which is why Arwen was able to choose to marry Aragorn and then
Yeah.
die.
I'm going to be
As opposed to
quite
save
bold
the
with that
other being
then.
immortal.
Should we say number 10 for that
It
one?
passed on to her as
Well, I was actually going to propose Dante for number 10 because I had no idea about that. At
Well,
all.
that's kind of the main point with Dante.
Yeah.
That's like
oh,
one
it
of
is his point.
It's,
Oh,
it's
no,
one of
never
his
mind
big
then.
things.
So, yeah,
Yes,
I'll
Dante,
win,
yeah,
I'll win
it's
down
very
to 10 then. I'll win down to 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Dante,
Elrond.
he just doesn't give a damn about it.
Elrond.
Which is the thing,
Yeah.
which is the difference with his brother.
well, do you put
Elrond.
Elrond or Arwen through?
Probably Elrond.
Elrond, yeah.
Yeah, because like
Because
To me, it's
when
Lord
I
of the
read
Rings.
it said that technically Arwen isn't considered half-breed because when he makes that decision, he almost becomes a full elf. So
But she is still given the right to make that choice, so she
she
is
is
classed
given the
as
right
like
to
Yeah.
make that choice, but
So
she's
she
not
must-
technically a half-breed.
it's very interesting.
When I
Yeah,
read the thing,
it's very
that's how
interesting.
when I read one of
It's
the
a
books,
definite
that's how
10.
it came
Yeah.
to me. Definitely top 10,
We'll
but I
keep
think
that.
So-
Elrond is more the definite half-breed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what have we got on the rest of the list? What have we got on the rest of the
Okay,
list?
so obviously we've got Spock, Blade, Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, Dante from Devil May Cry, the Nephilim from Diablo, Hagrid from Harry Potter, Hercules, Rexar from World of Warcraft, or just Warcraft in general actually, and Hera Agathon from Battlestar Galactica.
I would actually put Nephilim at 10, to be honest. Maybe? Or like 9?
The whole point of them is they're half angel, half human.
The reason why I'm suggesting it...
Surely have
Oh, you're a
angel,
demon.
have demon.
Sorry, yes, half angel,
the
half
reason
demon.
why I'm pitching it at all is it's a slightly petty reason. They're the only one on the list who is not a named character, like a named and distinct individual.
That's a fair point,
It's
actually.
a raid.
But
Yes.
then again, this isn't named top 10 half-breed characters. This is just top 10 half-breeds.
Yeah.
That's the thing to remember with this. Like, we're not focusing on
We're
the
not
characters.
focusing on specific characters. Should we say Hercules easy top 3?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I think
Because
so.
it is one of those things that everyone...
Like having heard the rest of the list, I'm gonna say I'm still set on Spock as top 3.
I think the more that we're starting to go through it, I'm beginning
I think
to...
Spock is a big...
Yeah, he means a big deal as well. So.
Especially with the newer movies and stuff, it's made a real point about
And I genuinely didn't realise he was half.
He
I,
is
I,
a half
I was just like, well,
It's a
fair
big
play.
deal.
Yeah,
It's a big
It's
deal.
made it, yeah, if you watch the newer movies, it's
which is
Yeah,
why
they-
I
Yeah.
don't know this.
big deal.
Yeah, they certainly didn't pull their punches when discussing it in the original series.
Yeah.
What else have we got that would be good top 3? Your opinion?
From our list, maybe Trunks. No, maybe Blade.
You think Blade?
I think
Maybe
Blade.
4.
4?
I was going to pitch Blade for 4. Yeah,
like
'Cause
just
I
missing
actually-
out on that top
like,
3.
even though I don't know Dragon Ball that well, I would even say Trunks. Dragon. All right.
Yeah, he wasn't in
He
Dragon
wasn't in
Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Well, you can put
He was in GT though.
You can put
think-
Blade 4
He was
in
in
Trunks
GT.
Hagrid's
3.
quite a good choice for top 3. Hagrid.
Hagrid is a
Hagrid
good
is-
choice.
He's a good choice. It's not
think
a
Trunks is
huge deal in
Well, no, it's a
story.
huge deal in the books, but not in the films.
not in the films,
Yeah.
so it's a lesser known big deal.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Well, you say lesser known, but how many people have read Harry Potter?
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say 5.
A solid middle ground.
Solid
Yeah,
middle.
we tend to go like good
Yeah, because
quality middle
what
ground
we
characters.
usually do when we get to like the sort of 5th place ones, we always look for one which is like a really good defining thing for the top
Yeah.
10, and then everything higher than that, so up to number 1.
Yeah.
Is
We
like
always say
really,
it's like
really
that's,
well
that's
known.
the
It's
one
the
sort of
epitome,
thing.
or like the really awesome and slightly obscure.
The
or
only
something.
reason that I would be tempted to put Hagrid higher than Blade is because I feel that Hagrid has to try and hide it more, sort of.
Yeah,
thing,
Yeah.
because
rather than
Blade's
Blade.
just sort of like,
he-
oh, you know,
I mean, certainly amongst
exactly,
vampires,
it's like
he's very
Dante.
blasé
Dante
about
just
it.
struts around going, "I am."
this is me.
Like,
Look
who
at
cares?
me.
But
Yeah,
I
same
think
things
half of
apparently.
the thing with half-breeds is that they're meant to be
Funny thing with Blade,
struggling.
originally, like, character, when it started, he didn't really have many powers. He was just like an
Yeah.
athletic dude. Like, way down the line that he actually
Should we
develops.
swap?
Like,
Should we swap Blade and Hagrid then?
So Hagrid at number 4.
Hagrid at 4, Blade at 5.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because
Yeah.
also let's remember as well that Blade was one of the first ones we picked from this list.
Well, yeah.
So that has to be a sign that actually when we
He's
thought
gotta
of
be up there,
half-breeds, yeah.
What else have we got left? What's in the middle there?
Right, so we've still got Trunks and Dante, Hercules, Rexar, Hera Agathon, and Spock. We've done 10, 9, 5, and 4. I'll put top 10s next to Spock. And
Top 3s.
Top 3s even, yeah, top
Yeah.
3, that. And a top
they're all
3,
technically top 10s.
Top 3 next to
Hercules and Trunks.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Truncules.
Truncules.
Hercules. Oh God, could you imagine?
Who puts the gliding gladiator?
That'd be like a third,
Truncules.
wouldn't it? It'd be like a third human, a third Super Saiyan, and a third Greek
To be
god.
fair,
So,
if you go by the end of like current Dragon Ball, they're kind of
getting
already
there.
there.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, have we got anything that would make a solid 6? Because if not, I want to pitch Hera for this one. Because she's huge in the series.
Rexar.
No, yeah, 8 sounds right for Rexar, yeah.
As a hunter, we'll know. him.
Yeah.
Who's left to place then? If we put...
We've literally only got Hera Agathon and Dante if we ignore our top 3 at the moment.
so it's literally between those for 6 and 7, yeah?
Yeah, 6 and 7. So, give us an argument of why Hera's 6.
Okay, so Hera is born of Apollo and one of the number 8 Cylon models, who is known at the time as Boomer. We know full well that the skin jobs, as they call them, are entirely mechanical, so for one of them to produce a semi-biological offspring is nothing short of unfathomable. It's a minute, incredible machine,
Right.
to the point where, like, it's so fine that it creates the semblance of biology. They bleed, but it's all mechanical.
Right.
So the fact that Hera exists at all is in itself a miracle. It all becomes about how the Cylons want to get hold of her DNA to find out how they can make more of her. The humans want to keep her safe because she's part of the family. And Hera becomes like the point for prophetic dreams. Sharon Agathon and the President start sharing prophetic dreams, like they can actually see each other in their dream. And they're chasing Hera through an opera house, which is in itself a metaphor
That is
for...
really trippy.
Oh, it was the
Shit.
most trippy stuff, but it was beautiful as well. So for all, Hera is a kid the entire time. So she never explores, like, her own nature. She's literally just a kid the whole time.
But she's a catalyst for so many other
Everything.
stories.
Everything pivots around her.
Pretty big explanations for
Yeah.
what goes in 6. I'm happy with
Yeah,
that.
so
Like,
she's a lesser known property these days.
yeah, sure. And especially when you put it against Dante, who is a very well-known character from a
And-
very well-known franchise.
But
However-
generally, he doesn't give a damn about
that's
it.
Yeah,
literally
he
his
doesn't
whole
really-
thing.
That's actually,
Yeah.
that's the main difference. Dante doesn't care about
Yeah.
dual nature.
It's a
He's
cool thing,
dude.
and it makes it. It gives him
It works
like
for
a
him.
load of powers, and I've no doubt there's plenty of sort of storyline based around it as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, like the main difference is that Devil May Cry 3 is all about that, and it's him, he doesn't care
Yeah.
about it, but his brother
Yeah.
is all about we're half demons, we're supposed to be
The amusing thing is, it's the main enemy of the game, which is his brother there. He's very like honorable about it all.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's super honorable about like a fight and things, but yet your protagonist is like the sort of brash, mad
Yeah.
Dante, which is weird but great. It was great storytelling for the time.
Yeah, he's a dickhead with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
I think we've got a top 10.
Yeah, I think so.
we happy with that?
Well, we've got to quickly list the top 3, but I think
Ooh, yeah.
this order works for it. I think Trunks at number 3.
Yeah.
I think Trunks at number 3 because, okay, he's not the first in Dragon Ball Z. He's the second in Dragon Ball Z to be revealed to be half Saiyan. Only because you know about Gohan and you find out about Goku, so therefore you know by product of Goku he must be half Saiyan, half human. So you learn that quite quick about Gohan. But as we said earlier with Trunks, he's made more of a deal of. So that's why I think, although I'm knocking into number 3.
Knocking him to number 3.
just throwing him away to number 3.
Garbage Spock.
And
He's only bronze.
and his parentage is a bit more shocking.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like,
So,
how did this dude mellow out that much?
but that's why he does deserve a top 3 spot as well.
Between our other two, I'm gonna be drastic here, and I'm gonna say Hercules for number 1.
I think so. I would agree.
I
Yeah.
would say so too.
Yeah. I think so.
He's a
Yeah.
classic.
Don't get me wrong, Spock is a huge deal,
Yeah.
but
But he's
Well,
going
he's
against
looking like
Hercules.
Hercules, yeah. In a fight,
Spock, because he wouldn't get into it.
Yeah, Spock would.
Or he'll just
Zero
turn
shit.
around and get like a laser gun or something. As brute force as Hercules is, he couldn't be Spock in a fight. You heard it here first, folks. Wow.
Be a screw attack. We are your biggest fans.
I want you to analyze. I think that's it.
Think we're done?
I think so.
Okay, bye.
So.